Hello, traders. Welcome to the stream. Good to see y'all on the day of Pi. You're wondering why I'm late. Okay, well, dude, this is really disheartening, demoralizing. Well, I was actually gonna try to be a piece of pie on Pi Day, and then, sad news, the application that does that was discontinued in January, so I can't even do bread streams anymore if I want to for now until something else comes along. Awful, man. I didn't know this. It's like, wow, okay. So those bread mugs just shot up in value after hours with the new information. The new information, man.
Frankly, I'm depressed and ashamed.
All right, so Bitcoin hitting its highest level since June, right? 8-month highs, June 13th. And really, you think this isn't really it. This is not an area for a reversal. Yeah, it pulled back with the index funds. But dude, I mean, getting as high as 26,530 and now at 24,735. Yeah, that's a big swing, man. That happens, but no real damage or anything. You're still on track, and it might change, but it seemed like, oh, no way it's not going to do this, but now it's like you're in jeopardy of not making the highest daily close since June. You might be just making the second highest daily candle close and the highest since February 20th at least, but yeah, it was way crazier earlier, but man, come on, 4 days, insane move. So that's really Bitcoin, man. Still above 23,835, and that's a breakout of sorts, right? 25K is also important too, but you think above 23,835 long enough, you'll eventually see 28.8 to 31K. So that's the Bitcoin update, man. Beautiful, and then wow, what a pullback. Let's see from the highs. Like from the high, how much did it pull back percentage-wise? I mean, that's almost 7%. Drawdown from the highs today, still up 2.26%. I guess they had to go liquidate that Korean guy, lost like $1 million levered, and now it pulls back after liquidating him. Isn't that the traditional? As is tradition. Okay, so we can go to Ethereum, knock it out. Also bad news. I spent several hours today trying to boot up the other hard drive in my computer that has the spaceship. It's not booting, like at all. I'm probably going to have to get someone over here to try and get it going, and if not, I'll have to, it's not like a dead hard drive. It's just there's a problem with something. It's just I can't get it working. I was going to do a spaceship stream, but not when you can't. It won't start, man. So, anyway, yeah. A little louder than normal. Yeah, dude, I'm on the other PC, so I don't know, man. I turned the gain down because I was listening and it just sounded a little rough. I don't know if it's better. Okay. Yeah, definitely let me know, because that's not good. If it's too quiet. I don't know what the heck to do, man. I just improved it right there. Is it less soft or more soft? Megan's a Velocity athlete or what, man? I'm like literally adjusting it right now. All right, so Ethereum hit its highest level since September, almost August, but not quite. That pesky 1728. When it's a real breakout, $2,000. But it wasn't a real breakout, unfortunately, but it's pretty cool, man. Between 14, I mean, if you watch this stream, 1420, 1728, 1972, 1224, these lines have been here. And I mean, the most recent discernible events on Ethereum on the daily is you tested one line, buyers defended it, hammered, and You ran to the next one. It's crazy, man. Bouncing between the levels here, but no breakout really. Doesn't mean it's over, but yeah, just no breakout. One thing you are doing on the dailies, you're attempting to break back into the bullish control zone, mildly, just slightly above 60. Great news. You had not done that since February 20th, and it was a joke then. It wasn't really, didn't last long, right? So hopefully we continue our ascent to the next levels and eventually get overbought again. Positive momentum building, highest level of positive momentum Ethereum seen on the daily since January 23rd. All right, you see that keep building on higher prices, where we know the target area for just a common everyday scrub retrace, 2400 to 3340 on the weekly. Just waiting. I mean, it could take months, whatever, but it's just common, man. Not a big deal. In fact, hasn't even, well, it did. A 23% retrace was achieved almost immediately after bottoming out in June, right? It went up, hit that in August, went to the $2,000 level before reversing again. So that's it. Target area, nothing's changed. Nice day today at 1.46%, was up substantially more. Just pull back like everything else. BNB went nuts too a little bit, and then it pulled back. Oh my God, man. All right, so BNB, you see this level, right? I mean, you see the trend line here. Remember yesterday, confirmed bullish break above the supply line. Daily candle close confirmed. And then today, what are you doing? You're back testing that level that was once resistance for a long time, right? It then became support. And that's where we are right now. A breakout yesterday is being confirmed as a breakout with a back test. And the close will be in... there's no way that's real. Are you kidding me? 1 hour and 23 minutes? Daylight savings time? What? Okay, I guess we're not in power hour yet. Good, because I don't even remember where I put my power hour. I'm relearning the stream deck. It's been so long. Dude, it's been months, man.
Dump it.
Dump it.
Technology. What is that all about? Is it good or is it whack?
These inaugural presses. Okay. Wow, where is it? I don't know, man. What am I going to do here?
You see what happens, Larry?
All right.
Bruh.
That's BNB. All right, XRB. I mean, dude, it still looks terrible. Like, but yeah, sure. In before moon, because the whole freaking market moons. I mean, if Bitcoin goes to 30K, I just don't know how this thing's going to dump. It still looks ugly. But no fall, zero follow through, right? None. Yeah, and I guess so. It's like, all right, daily kind of gross locally, but in the weekly, the weekly, what it is, man. The weekly is still like a valid argument for a bottom, right? Where that daily argument for some distribution doesn't exist here. Only the potential double bottom still. Yeah, right. So I mean, like, you had to ask, would that daily structure supersede the weekly? It's normally like when you're looking at weeklies versus dailies, if you're a United States citizen, you think about it like states' rights versus federal. Okay, where the weekly is federal law, and then the daily is states' law. So when you get some contradicting variables, like you could say, all right, maybe that the federal federal law is going to be superseding the states law a little bit, right? If it's federally illegal, it can't be legal in states or something. Okay, it's not like that per se. It's just a way to kind of conceptualize it in your mind on strength and stuff. What's up, Static Trading? How you doing, man? UTC4 time, bottom corner. Ooh. Oh. -4, eh? Yeah, New York, hey. What's going on? That work? Close in 30 minutes. That's what I thought, man. All right. Okay. So there you go, man. Weekly still valid, potential massive bottom at an 88% retrace with unbelievable, ungodly, stupid upside. But then the daily's just like kind of garbage locally, but that's it. Still, where if it would ever pivot above 32.5 cents, that just equals another higher low, and it's fine. It's just this is a potential, reversal where just things kept going sideways or south for Bitcoin. You got a target of 32.5 cents. That's it. Okay. XRP, and then I don't know, Matic, Cardano. Wow, dude, Cardano like had its little rally. What is it just doing now? Just back testing the 200-day simple moving average as resistance and pulling back. I mean, it got as high as 36.9 cents, and man, that's a big pullback, right? It looks like it high to the where you are now. Yeah, I mean, Cardano from its high today is down roughly 7%, 6.83%. Yikes! There was no edge.
Hey Mitch, hope you're having an awesome Pi Day grin. Can you take a look at dollar Texan?
Texan, what? What's up, Hexy Quinn? Thank you for the 22 super chat. Thank you for the Pi Day wishes. Right back at you. Yeah, Texan. I didn't. It's a newer ticker. No memory of this place. All right. So Cardano below all key inflection points, after topping out twice at the top of the key inflection zone. And just there's nothing intriguing about this asset. I mean, just not like there are just other ones that would be more compelling of an argument for upside, where it's easier to strategize your entry and your stop loss and your take profits. They're just better ones in Cardano. And when that's the case,
can we look at Chainlink, please?
That's all that really matters here. So other people would be like, oh, the project's superior to this one or that. It's not that. It's not like that, man. It's just we have infinite assets we could go long on or go short on. And if there are better arguments, then that means like, well, you'd probably want to allocate your money where the arguments are stronger for upside, or we have recognizable patterns, or we have better trends, or we have better performance to the macro. So it's not like, oh, it can't go higher. It's just kind of garbage compared to other ones, even if it rallied, it started out performing. Right now it's not good. Okay, someone be like, inverse head and shoulders, man, that's the ugliest Quasimodo looking inverse head and shoulders ever, dude, I guess, right? One could be like bullish 5-0 too. It's like the shark completed and then the reversal, a 50% retrace, low to high here. I mean, it's a 618, so it meets the threshold. The 5 is between the 50% and 618. So, okay, you're reacting at the pattern completion zone of a bullish 5-0, but it's in a substantially bearish trend, right? So, see how that goes. Hello? There's no music, man. Who's this DJ? Can y'all even hear it now? It's like gone. Okay. Let's go to Matic. Doing the runaround. We'll get off crypto. Just gorgeous, man. What a freaking back test of an inflection point. We discussed this yesterday. Inflection point, and then the 200-day simple moving average being touched like the Jesus. And then number go up since then, and now at what? The next level, the key inflection. This is great, man. Putting on a seminar of what levels are important key inflection points, right? It's nice. There was no edge, not on the daily. I mean, might have been some divergence on the 4-hour, but the daily was just bearish convergence. But still, great how at level, buyers defended it, and it ran to the next one. So, hey, you break 124, you're going probably right back up to 153 to 163. But for now, you're just at a level of adversity. All right. So that's it, man. All right, we can go to the switch it up across the markets, man. Just relax. The S&P 500 gapped up, got back above the old mother of all trend lines, we like to call it. You did it, man. And even when you gapped up, you back tested it as support, but at the same time, you went to test the 200-day simple moving average as resistance and just closed right in between those levels. So, I mean, you're not dead yet. You pivot. I mean, if this was the bottom, that means it's another higher low, but you just gotta, man, just give it time. It's going to take a lot to get back above 4,058. I mean, any rally that ensues, it has to, like when a pivot occurs and you sell off again, it has to be higher than 4,058. Otherwise, it's just a continuation of distribution locally, kind of like XRP, right? So, cool story, in the past day. But that's it. CPI report. Wow, man. We did it. The Fed did it, man. They saved the world. Nearly 800 people tuned in. Thanks for thanks for being here. You could be anywhere. And so we're just taking a look across these index funds. Dow Jones. Nothing. I mean, inverted hammer potential. I mean, that is definitely what an inverted hammer looks like. But, and you got some follow through today. Well, we'll see. Let's see what happens. There's so much work to be done. I mean, if you continue to rally, that whenever a pivot in a sell-off occurs, it must go higher than 33,500. This peak from March 6th, that formal bearish backtest of the symmetrical triangle. Otherwise, it's just a continuation of distribution where it's trending that way, right? Where, hey, you topped out late November. It was the peak, man, 34,664. And then you pretty much confirmed it. The top was in December 13th. And then a sell-off, right? And then a rally. The rally ensued, and what'd you do? Virtually a lower high than previous highs. The sell-off, and then confirmation of distribution. These two highs lower than these two highs. You sell off, now a lower high, now a lower low. Now all of a sudden, you're trending downward. So just don't be fooled until buyers recapture, I think, levels 33,729 to be really safe, but I mean to be like full on bull 34,280, this level that just cannot be breached. This is the bridge of Khazad-dûm. I mean, for sure. You shall not pass stuff, right? Gandalf's up here. And we would be the, unfortunately, we would be the Balrog in this situation. The corrupted Maiar. Okay, so that's Dow Jones. I mean, that was the Dow Jones, the NASDAQ composite. Closing above the 200-day simple moving average. Nice. I mean, someone could definitely argue potential piercing line. I mean, it could be a confirmed piercing line today. You pierced through 50% of the previous candle.
Happy Pi Day. Could we take a look at etc.?
Hello, Derek. Thank you, dude, for the 20 super chat. No, that's a $20 contribution, man. No, 30% for Google. Thank you, dude. Yeah, well, look. So just paying attention to a piercing line, but, an open gap kind of. So, again, wherever this rally takes us, you better start taking out previous highs that are discernible on the daily. Otherwise, it would just be more distribution. But even if that lower high comes in, you sell off again. As long as wherever the pivot on the downside happens, it's higher than the previous lows, then accumulation. So that's where we are. Up 2.14%. Gapped up. CPI. Hype in the chat. All right. I mean, what a gap up, dude. Up 1.85%. This freaking level, man. I mean, you know how important it is. And buyers came in, at least today. You don't know if they're going to come in tomorrow, but you were oversold yesterday. You were at the lowest RSI you had seen since late September, and you rallied, and now you're back at 34. So still within the bearish control zone on the daily. Yeah, these things happen at inflection points, but it's just, again, wherever the rally occurs, you're going to have to take out 188 and go higher. I mean, yeah, that's it. But maybe, look, I remember Ethereum did it, right, where they put in the low, and then it puts in two lows that are the same, but they're both higher than the previous low. Ethereum did that last summer, and it turned out really well. So it's not about fortune telling, man. It's about understanding where inflection points are. It's like people can take chances at inflection points if the argument's strong enough, and this was at one, but just doesn't mean it's going to hold up even after the initial bids came in. Will there be follow through? That's the question. Yeah. Let's go to gold that kind of farted around today after its really nice run. You know, I mean, really, when you broke 1897 yesterday, you back tested, or 2 days ago now, and then you back tested it yesterday, and we're on a new day now, 2 hours into the new day. But 1897.68, $1897.68 is, chat, the level. It's like 1897.68 to gold is like Bitcoin's 19,891.88 or whatever. You're above it. You're formally right now. Yesterday, back testing it as support, and that's it. So that's it. So let's say if it did catch follow through, if buyers did defend it like they did on Bitcoin, well, you know gold where it's going, way higher. So that's where we are on gold. A breakout and a back test confirmed on the daily, but now it's time to go if it's real, right? Even if you don't hold and you sell off, I mean, like, I think anything that holds higher than 1800 is good. The king today on commodities with orange juice again. My God, man, it's just so stupid, so powerful. Silver. You know, after its nice day a couple days ago, just holding around 2168, indecision candle, no big deal. Figured it would go a little lower for an 886, but no, just a 618 reversal. Well, okay, nothing to really do here. I mean, not, you know, like, again, we'll look at these assets, and a high percentage of the time, there's not going to be something to do. To do, meaning like, oh, it's currently at a low risk entry area right now with a, you know, a nice edge and a nice trend, all the things you're looking for. It just doesn't have it right now. So, okay, cool. So we just move on. Just giving you an update. Let's go to U.S. oil. You know, hold on. Let's go to copper first, and then oil. Copper, that, man, I tell you, I just kind of like indifferent on this because, yeah, it's all the lower highs here, but dang, man, as the lower highs are being put in, the buyers are still defending 395, which is, look, it's everything on this chart. It's that one low from August of 2021. Is my chat broken? I think it is, dude. What have they done? No one even told me. I mean, maybe y'all did. It's probably broken. As expected. Because everything breaks, man. Alright, so that's where you are. You've broken out. You're back testing the breakout right now as support. And that's as far as we're going. I mean, it could be just like a wedge, like a bullish consolidation structure still. It's really not too bad. Again, like, the threshold's 395. Below 395, the argument becomes strong to you would not want to own it, and because it's probably going down to like 360. But if it does hold here, I mean, you were going to run to 415, test it again, and you break it. I mean, you're looking for the deepest of deep retraces of 463. Copper. Oh man, I knew it, dude. Stupid chat box. I'm gonna like go to Streamlabs real quick and just see him fucking. Huh. We'll give it a chance. Hold on. I can't just like go quietly in the night. So stupid. It's the same effing URL for years now. It never changes. Okay, anyway, we're going to move on because this is garbage. All right, so U.S. oil. I'm saying, man, it's trending downwards. Can't do it, man. Won't do it. And $60 target there by the looks of it, right? I mean, Momo shift, bearish looking stuff, right? Momo, like, look, you got distribution confirmed now. These two highs are lower than this high, and the trend is prevailing downward. It's just, yeah, probably $60. And before it stops, pivots, and rallies back up to $80 one more time. It's just Chop City, but it does look pretty garbage, man. That's U.S. oil. I'm gonna go to natural gas real quick. Okay, still below 267. Ran up and back tested it yesterday. And off 2 days ago, a bullish engulfing candle, and that's about it. I mean, this is at a level that, yeah, it's lower risk down here, but there's no structural development, right? You want a low risk area and a structural development, like many of these altcoins are showing us on weekly timescales and a lot of stocks. And we're gonna look at some of these stocks too. So you know, man, because it's like great that it crashed. This is what a lot of stocks did. They crashed all last year, and then natural gas caught up with it. All right, so let me just knock out a couple more of these commodities. Look at this orange juice. This is just ridiculous. Are you telling me? Are you trying to tell me that there's now a confirmation of an old all-time high as support? No way. What, bro? Really? 227.45. You see it. It's that high back from 2016. Now once, but now twice, being defended by the buyers. A little bit of hidden divergence maybe. You could imagine that, right? And a big old bullish engulfing candle. Highest daily candle close on orange juice futures since February 28th today. All right. Green like the Shamrocks of Ireland. Because we got that upon us too, right? With 3 days. I do declare. 3 days. Not 3 minutes, 3 days. Yeah, 3 minutes till you're close. Okay. So that's the juice orange. Your rice futures had a good day today. Oh man, look at the buyers trying for dear life to defend that channel. Hard to make sense of this one, man. It's just all over the place, right? Not at any sort of value area, dude. Okay. And was there anything really notable? CB futures did okay today. Yeah, CB futures, man. Up 2.2%. Maybe you, dude, imagine getting a spring back test here again. Well, he already did it, right? It was the spring back test of spring, and it went, dude, this is what I'm talking about. The most powerful technical indicator. But again, it's like, you know, it's not about one, it's about many. Like, you're looking for a spring back test of a spring after something like this. Like, I'm just a ungodly drawdown, right? And then, oh, just a rally, and then here it is. And then what does it do? Well, like, how much percentage recovery? And you got a 40% markup after a successful spring back test. That's like, you can identify the spring back test anywhere. Look, I mean, it's undeniable. It should be taught in friggin' schools, man. They should be teaching this in college. Anyway. So that's it, dude. All right. U.S. Steel topping out at a level where it makes sense to top out. It still is hanging on, but 1% today. Yeah, and then you know, some commodities not having a good day, like coffee. I mean, coffee's at an inflection point, but man, really not. I mean, this is a major level for coffee. Or when coffee, if you're out there, dude. Monka S below 172 is death. Above it could be 219. And a deep retracer. Talking about if buyers were to successfully defend this, which I don't know, right? If they did, though, you could just imagine something like this happening, and it really just wouldn't. It would Wouldn't be that weird, right? An 886 could take you to 231 here. You end up making a lower high than previous high, and then you continue the downtrend later. Even a 786, man, makes a lot of, I mean, that's major back from 2014 to 15, right? So it just all depends. Like, if buyers defend this, that's the target area. If not, bye-bye. I mean, you're 140 and below. So, okay. So do we have a request or two? Maybe we knock those out real quick. Is this it? The close is happening? All right. Well, first local on the 8s I've done. That was interrupting.
Hey Mitch, could you check out the S-Coin HTR Hathoron KuCoin? Had a nice reaction from the 0.786.
Thank you. Associate Palette 5. Yeah, I looked at Associate Palette 1 through 4. Their requests a few days ago. They were very grateful. Hopefully you're just as grateful, dude. Just kidding. Yeah, man, we'll look at that. Hathor. But first, there was another request. Not many. I think it's only like Texan. Texan, let's just knock it out. Real quick and foremost. You know, man.
I like turtles.
Turtles, man. Turtles making its highest price.
Clank the Golden Drax for FDIC, no problems and no limits.
Bruh.
Thank you for the mustard bottles, dude. Don't get me started. FDIC, you mean taxpayers? Somehow the government, they just think that they are somehow producing stuff. Government only takes. They don't produce. They take from you and they make. Now we're in this weird world where they don't even make anything and they take stuff that we don't even have now, and it destroys our currency and causes all kinds of unintended consequences. So, and then they're fighting that, and that's why the banks are collapsing, right? Because they're raising. Fed shut it down, dude. Wait, we're back. Bueller, we're back, man. We're back, man.
That boy is good. Good and terrible.
Bow to your sensei. Bow to your sensei!
All right. Anyway, don't get me started, Gudon. Don't get me started. All right, we're looking at turtles, man. Let me talk about the turtles. The turtles, highest price since mid-August. And that's it. Oh, wait, we got to do the Jesus chimes, right? We've done it, man. Amen. Okay, now the totals. The totals above 962. A back test could happen. But anything above 962 long enough, you would think the target would be 1.2 to 1.3 trillion. And I think if we're up there, that's probably where Bitcoin's at 28K and beyond. But wow, you know, buyers defending that 200-day moving average, really cool. Was there already a, I think there was already a golden cross, what was it? Oh yeah, that golden cross happened on total in mid-February. And now you're above the 50 moving average. Are you above the 22? You're above all the moving averages right now. Nice. Yeah, it doesn't really mean that much. It's kind of just cool. It's a good thing. It's not a bad thing. It's just not that significant. Hello? Oh my God, Texan. I thought it was some sort of cool stock I'd never heard of. Of course it's a crypto. Oh my God, man. All right. It's up 48% today. Of course it is. Wow. Guess they don't launch this during the NFL season because it'd probably be down 48%. Shots fired. All right, here's Texan. I want Floridian. Tell me when Floridian's getting listed. I'll buy it, okay? So there's nothing to really do here. It was just showing really nice accumulation. I mean, like, really nice. Like, you can see that rounding action several times and just accelerating now. Audio's... What the... Are you kidding me? Audio's getting rugged? What are you talking about? Is that really happening? Randy? Viewer count? No, viewer count just went to 0, dude, probably. I mean, it just happens, man. With the internet, like, people, like, that shows you the attention span of people. It's like, he's getting throttled. His internet's like, it's not internet, it's just like, the packets, the data packets get lost for like 7 seconds. Screw this, I'm out. I'm not watching this anymore. Just a bit. I don't sure I knew what that meant. I'll have to just listen again, man. So, I mean, you know, someone requests this and it's like, ooh, look at me, Larry. But beyond that, there's no real work to do here. It's no inflection point that exists. I mean, you want to talk about the open? There's just, I'm not going to scroll up that far. It's just, I can't use Fibonacci really. I mean, unless you want to consider this a peak, and how could you? It's just nothing, man. Like, wow. Mooning, and the moon could continue because everything's bigger in Texas. Okay. Could be down 90% tomorrow. Absolutely, dude. Yeah. But dude, again, it says Texan token, so.
RTN on LSE, please.
What's up, G-Dog? How you doing, man? Yeah, sweat down in it. Oh, yeah. Technology. There you. So Chainlink for JB. Thanks again, JB, man. Thanks again, Hexaquin. Link chain. It's not dead yet. It's in the chop zone, though. I'll tell you that. Wow. Okay, here's your Chainlink. I mean, dude, just think about it. It's going on a year now. A year being confined within $5 to $10. Hadn't seen the $10 part since November, so it's been months. Below that heart line and one level. Hold on, where's my internet, dude? I have terrible download speed here, so it's just, that's the problem. That's the one level that you just need the price to be above, and clearly it's not above that yet. So, but yeah, I mean, the only thing, I mean, you say that there's a higher low getting put in the previous lows anytime you pivot. So, all right, let's catch some follow through. No edge. There was no edge. It was bearish convergence technically, and you rallied. And 763 is a big level. I don't know how you could strategize this really well. I think you'd be looking for another asset to be longing versus Link, even if it went higher. It's different if you just believe in the project, man, and you don't have an argument with technicals, that's fine. I'm just talking about TA-wise, you know, how are you managing your risk? And what's your argument? Can you present it to a jury and win the jury over with the TA men? Stream's all jacked up. I guess I'm going back to the living room. Dude, I can't get this freaking guy back over to install the rest of my electric blinds in there. I can't control the lighting. And daylight savings times happen, so it's like the sun stays up too long. Okay, that's your link, man. Nothing really to ride home about. Have an alert above 763 so you know. I mean, that's the big one. And I think 763 above that long enough, and it's not a joke, right? Well, then, you know, 950. All right, Ethereum Classic for Derek. Thanks again, JB, man. There's something called the JB roll all over the place there. And
can you have a look at SPY on the daily? What can we expect tomorrow? Thanks, Mitch.
So, Mr. Singh, yeah, we'll look at the ETF of the SPX. Sure. It's not going to be much different than the SPX that we already looked at, but we will look, Mr. Singh. I appreciate the contribution to the stream. Remember, when you do contribute to this stream, or when you tip like that for a request, you're contributing to the 100% crowdsourced stream where there is no affiliate marketing, there is no sponsor, there's never been a real sponsor ever. I've never accepted a dime from anyone to promote their product to you. So when you like tip or you join the Citadel or you join the Patreon or you buy an NFT, you're the reason why this keeps going, man. I mean, that's it. It's crowdsourced, all y'all. So, and just real quick, speaking of that, man, just real quick, I know, dude, like I gotta say it because I never talk about it. You know that. If you do want to, like, the single best way to support the channel and community and everything, this is about the message that's presented here. It's pretty easy. You just join the Discord. You go to this little tab here that says server subscriptions, and then there it is, Citadel. You get access to all the channels. You get some Discord emojis too. There are other ways to support too, lesser tiers, but this is the one where you get all that value and stuff. So just thanks for hearing me out, okay? Because I really don't advocate too much on that because I know it can be annoying. But again, anyway, so let's go to Ethereum Classic. Ethereum Classic, again, it's all going to be okay as long as you get a higher low than 1520. So far it's okay, but you get no higher highs yet, right? You've got to, wherever this rally goes, it needs to end up going higher than $24, $25. Because if you just rally, make a lower high, then you're talking about local distribution again, right? So it's just really kind of back testing the old, local support all from January to March as resistance. Now it's flipped from support to resistance and no higher. It closed right at it. Someone will be like, that's an M shape. I mean, maybe, yeah, but did it hit the 886 though? The low to high? My God, it was freaking close, wasn't it? Wow, it like virtually did, man. Look at this, How about that, man? I mean, that's close, dude. Got to just complete an M-shaped, a little type 1 return here, reaction. Imagine just something like this happening, like even a higher low there. And then gone? Oh, wow. That would be crazy. So that's what you got on ETC, a small completed M-shape, began the development December 19th and kind of completed on the 10th. Okay. Here's your ETC. That's it right now. Just another bat. And real quick, we had a few new people join the Citadel in the past 24 hours. I just want to say thank you. Let's scroll through, respect the TA. Let's see. Okay, so Jay Leaps, thanks so much for the 1 month. I mean, you just joined for the first time. I really appreciate that this morning. And then Jimmy Morgan, thank you for the 3 months. You also joined this morning minutes before Jay leaves. So thanks both of y'all. Double whammy there. I'll play it. This is the first time I played this. All right, since I've been in this room, in this office, on this PC, so the inaugural. Much love. Okay. EDC and then HTR. HTR, man. Hathoron. Kind of garbage. Look, what was once supports, it only became resistance for the first time and selling off. But yeah, not making lower lows yet. Had a rally. Hasn't even hit an 886 yet. Guess all we could do here is talk about these newer local levels. Like, I guess you're above 7.2 cents. Cool. I don't know, man. Like, I look at this and do I see a confirmation low here? No. I mean, it's like you're trying to be like, oh, I'm calling that this will be the first higher low literally ever. Not really a, you're normally like, oh yeah, it's already put in the lows, the higher lows, right? Like Litecoin had already been putting in some higher highs, higher lows since June of last year. And then it was formally back testing historical levels, from years ago. Okay, all right. Like, this is like what? Look left. You got no data. You're hitting a local support that it was created in October for the first time ever. And after that, it made all-time lows just at the end of the year and then rallied like everything else in crypto. And it's been selling off and it's never made a higher low. And maybe this is it. But what happens in the next like 5 days when it just starts selling off and takes out its 6-cent low? It's not something that really sticks out to me as, like, again, you have a finite amount of money. So why would you settle? You're a very eligible bachelor. Why would you settle for a 3 out of 10? Well, you know, you can only, marry one girl, dude, right? So why you settling for 3? You wouldn't. You would be like, nah, space bar. Swipe left. Okay. But that's at Hathoron, man. I don't know what it does. So RTN for G-Dog, man. On the London Stock Exchange, sweat out. Restaurant Group, PLC. Oh, yeah. Is that inverse head and shoulders, man? Well, you got the value area. It's pretty beautiful, dude. And this is a G-Dog special. Start calling them that, right? Oh, yeah. So is this, how much data does this have? Yeah, dang, man. Okay, so really interesting here, okay? So this is RTN. Goes back to 2004. It IPO'd, I believe, or at least got listed on the London Stock Exchange back then. And so there was this scam wick that happened. It was sitting at a price of $64 and then flash crashed down to $36 before recovering and then going on this insane run. The pump and dump, man. And then the 886, right? The cycle completed. Bottomed out where? Well, it's just, for the sake of education, just beating it in your minds. So, because it's like the more you see this, the more you start getting it. It'll click one day. You're just like, oh yeah, man, value perceived area. This is what it is, right? From that scam wick low to that all-time high. Where did it bottom, man? Like, oh yeah, look like the absolute Jesus bottom, like where it went down 2 days, right? It was the date of October 24th, 2008, which is the anniversary of the 1929 crash, the worst day of the crash, October 24th. Here it is. Happy anniversary in 2008. And then it gaps down October 27th on a Monday and then rallies. And that was it, man. That was the bottom, the 88% retrace, and goes all the way to all-time highs and beyond. And did it happen at a 78% retrace or an 85 or a 61? No, it was literally the 886. So anyway, we had to go off the beaten trail there. And you get, of course, it's like an M shape. It was definitely like even if you consider that scam wick there, look, man, it's a bullish bat pattern. Undeniable. 38%, 38.2% retrace on B. The lower high on C at 65%. And then there it is, the 886. Just stupid, man. Stupid. But anyway, that was back in the past. That's hindsight. Again, that's education, man, because history repeats itself all the time on all markets. So if we're looking in hindsight, it's just to try to help newer people that don't get it yet. That's why I exist. That's why I get fulfillment. Making money is fun, but that's like you're just making money by yourself. It's way more fun, showing people what you've learned, passing it on, and what others have learned before you. They put their life's research into it. So anyway, that level all the way back there, look where we are. And what do? You virtually completed a new M shape. A new M shape here where, just be a Gartley or Bat combination, right?
Bama bracket to the Final Four is much easier compared to past games they won. Roll Tide.
Roll Tide.
0.000451000 BTC.
Thanks, William, for the 11-14. Yeah, dude. We're going to play Butthole State tomorrow or Thursday. Thank you, dude. In Birmingham, which is so cool. Friends going to it. I'm like, dang, I moved, and now all of a sudden... Anyway, so thank you, man. It's a 50% retrace on B, lower high on C, and then the 886 Yeah, it went a little lower, of course. Yeah, it happens. But that's it, man.
Hey Mitch, can you check Hex, please?
What's up, Jasper? Yeah, we'll look at Hex, sure. Thank you, man.
Hey Mitchie, short the banks. The panic after the Fed announces continued interest rate increases next week will be the greatest form of entertainment of our lifetimes. Bless up to your boy Powell.
Well, I mean, how are they gonna do that, man? Are they really gonna I mean, maybe they are. They are in a rock and a hard place, man. It's like raise interest rates and watch many more mid-sized banks collapse, probably, or pause, or cut, and then let inflation continue to run amok, run rampant, right? So in 2008, 2009, you didn't have the inflation problem, so you were able to just start, cutting rates, going to zero interest rates, and then printing massive amounts of money, plunge protection team, right? You could do that. You can get away with it. Not really now. I mean, I guess you can, but you're going to lose the world reserve currency status at some point, right? Isn't that it? Save the banks or save the currency, the US dollar. Yeah, it's not, we're not in good times here. So anyway, one could maybe long RTN for a while, and maybe they could just keep up with inflation on an asset that would appreciate in value over time, because this pattern is completed and it's lower risk, and it would probably be pretty easy. 35.14, isn't that where you might want to have the stop loss? If that's it, then that means that you're at a really, you take on such minimal losses if it fails, and that's all TA really is. It's like helping you find low risk areas, and you have an argument based on an inflection point from history where bounces have occurred, rallies have ensued after buyers defend that level. Right? Look at how they defended that level. May of 2020 goes from 36.50 all the way up to 78.68 before pulling back and testing it a couple more times. Buyers defended it 2 more times. And then look what it does. I mean, like, this is what I'm talking about. History repeats itself, not all the time. 129% upside after buyers defended that level once. And then back in October 2020, look, it goes up 282% in 219 days before finally collapsing and falling below that level, mother of God. But the beauty is now buyers have pushed the price back above $35, $36.70, and now just, this is what I say, the G-Dog special, it's at that level. It's like bullish engulf. This is a buying signal. Whether it succeeds or fails, you could have it set up like this where, man, stop loss just right below that February 20th low. Because, right, I mean, you're talking about the local low, and you're talking about the ice line that is tried and true as a real inflection point, and it goes all the way back to 2004. And you let it ride. And I would say, I mean, like, there's nothing wrong with trying to look at levels. Look at this, April 2020, June of 2020. That could be your first target. And guess what? 4.2 to 1 reward to risk.
Is that a joint?
And that means you could even make your stop looser. But again, I mean, you don't want to go too loose. But yeah, that's kind of the gist of it, right? A little bit. And then, second target, we have history. I know we have history, but right there, $71 would be your second target. No, I mean that is the big one, man. That's the mass one, because that lines up so much. Okay, target 1, but then target 2 would be something like that peak area from 2005. You can clearly see how many times it acts as a resistance and reverses right back to $70. So 115 would be your second target there. Oh yeah, it's beautiful. Yeah, 1 and 2. That's, I don't think 3. You can go 3, but dang, man. You understand how much it's up? It's up 200%. Over 200% if it gets to the second target. So, I mean, like, there you go. And it gets to the aggressive targets of the M shape. And that's it. That's how you can size it up. And if it fails, it fails. Oh, man. Oh, poor me. But look how close you are to all of it. The actionable area. You're at it, man. Okay, that's the argument I presented to the jury. You are the jury, and if you know TA, you say, it's okay, it's an all right set. Or it went, dang man, that's pretty compelling. Again, educational, man. It's just you can apply this stuff on any chart, on any asset, across the markets, man. Any asset class, harmonic pattern, technical indicator. Someone would try to argue and say maybe a chart pattern with that Momo shifting, you know, at the PCZ. Whatever. Okay. Could y'all give me some backup here on good or bad or ugly or whatever?
Look at me, everyone. I am an idiot. 0.00618000 ETH.
What's up, Jim Kramer? Thanks for the 1051. Dang, man, you watched the stream, dude? Shouldn't you be live right now? No, well, you go live an hour earlier than me, I think. So, yeah, dude, imagine if that guy, if like he had a TTS, what like people would be tipping to say on his stream. My God, I don't even want to know, man. This is why G-Dog's a hype king, man. You start identifying and finding stuff like this across markets enough, you'll become a hype king too in the Discord, man. It's extremely coveted and rare, most prestigious title you could have in our community, the hype king, man. From investing in yourself and learning how to identify really low risk, high reward opportunities on significant time scales with max upside.
The Fed's plan is simple: back the FDIC compliant bank deposits, let the bank itself fail, rinse and release, then continue to increase 25 basis points continuously until inflation gets more under control. Easy peasy titty skeezy.
Yeah, sure, dude. No, I guess. I don't know, man. That sounds terrible. Whatever. Yep, we're in clown world. Nothing makes sense and never will ever again. Oh, my music stopped. Sorry. So on the new day, Bitcoin's down 0.84%, and it's selling off a little bit, man. What a run it's been on, dude. Remember, 20% in a few days. It's just spectacular. Okay. Yes, maybe have your alerts set up so you know what's going on, but this is like actionable, where I'm not saying you should do it because I don't give financial advice, man. Again, I'm just saying like this is at an actionable level based on where it is, and there is no doubt about it. There is no argument against it where it is. For low risk, where it's easy to strategize an entry, stop loss, and take profits. That's all it's about. It's all it's ever been about, man. It's not about tea leaf reading and fortune telling, because I don't know if this is going to play out, but I do know historically what happens often at this level when buyers defend it. So that's what makes it, a decent argument for upside. All right. Next one. Good job, G-Dog, as always. Your G-Dog and me hung out in the Shard, man. We had some pints, mate. We'll have some more. I don't know. I'm going to come back to England at some point, man. Just playing. For the spider. Is a new one, Matt? Nuh-uh. Did I miss a new one? Derek also, thank you so much for joining the Citadel. Much love, man. Much love. Let me yeah, again, Discord link. It's an attempted British accent. It's not a breakout because it's too terrible. Cool. All right. This is the spider. From normally I was looking at the SPX. Probably should look at the spider. I don't know. I have it updated. You know, just not like. What does it do? It's like it's the same thing as the SPX. It mother of all trend lines, right? Was re-breached. Buyers got back above that level today and then back tested as support, but it's just in between the 200-day simple moving average and that supply line, demand line now. It's not over, until you're breaking 375 and it hasn't been tested yet. And if a true rally occurs, that's great. That's like more market participants than before. But again, what I was discussing earlier is like the rally that you get must get higher than the previous high. Otherwise, you just have more distribution apparent or evident on the chart. You don't want to do that. And that means like confirmation of lower highs in the previous high, then eventually rolling over to the next support. So let's just see where that goes. That's where we are right now. It's not like RTN, is it? No. And most of the time it's not going to be. 90+% of the time it's not going to be at an actionable area at this certain time. Bitcoin down 1.25% on the new day. The new day has been around for about 30 minutes. If you're enjoying the live stream, hit that like button, that bell, that sub. Stream up time, 1 hour, 8 minutes. Thanks for being here.
Bruh.
Clipping coupons in the stock market.
All right, man. Hex. Let's go to Hex. Hex is kind of, it had a great day yesterday, but maybe shooting star. Maybe you're shooting stars up here, man. You've tested the level, right? The 8.6 cents. Nice. For the first time since it was created back in late May of last year. And that's it so far. It got to a high point intraday yesterday, 8.95 cents. And that's when the pullback occurred, and that's when that potential bearish reversal pattern was painted. And remember, the Japanese candlestick reversal patterns, you're always looking for them to present themselves at inflection points, and that happened here. So it doesn't mean it's going to dump. It's potential, because if you get follow through today where you close lower than the open from yesterday, then it would be a confirmed shooting star. So this is extremely high risk area is what I'm saying for a long. Like to take a fresh long now is just kind of crazy. You're playing Russian roulette with your wallet. Just because it's like areas too long are at lows when there are Japanese candlestick reversals to the upside 1 time, 2 times, like double bottoms, right? 5.6 cents was a high, a level that's been there forever. Those are and these are profit taking levels. All right, you get it? So buying low, selling high. You're kind of at a sell high level for maybe a pullback, but so there's no action to take besides maybe someone takes some profit off the long of the, right? Remember the Dragonfly Doji, man? One more like for God, it's so bright, man. Take your time, internet. Thank you. Thanks to the 400 likes. Thanks to the 600 plus people here. Sorry, I know education's boring. Sorry, we're not pumping every second. Can't have 10,000 view streams every day like we did yesterday. So hype in the chat for that. Good stream yesterday. What could have been Black? It was Black Monday for financial stocks. You'd be out of your mind to say that wasn't Black Monday. That was. You had countless banks were halted. Double-digit losses. That is like Black Monday. And 70% drawdowns on certain ones, right? That's as bad as it gets. Yep. Now, the other part of the markets, thank God, were not really affected. And there was a nice recovery today on some stocks. And, man, I'll tell you.
Hey, Mitch, can you take a look at GTV stock when you can? Thanks.
We can look at GTII. Yes, we can. Okay, so potential Japanese candlestick reversal at a profit taking level or an inflection point where reversals have happened before. Reversals happened before. So, okay, it doesn't mean it can't keep going up. I'm not saying that, and I'm not calling that. I'm just telling you, right? It's like it was maintained in its potential. So let's see what kind of fall through we get today. Things again, Jasper and Kush Blunts, and then Jim Cramer, and then Kush Blunts again, man. The double Kush Blunts, man. Oh, dude, we're really stood now, man. Okay, now we're on to GTII. We're caught up. Global Tech Industries Group. Wow. 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 What a chart, dude. Beautiful. What? Dude, I wish you'd have just requested it a little earlier, man. But think about the M shape. Not formal, okay? I mean, that's like a 90, that's a 100% retrace, right? Goes down there and just look at the classic accumulation. It's at 3 rising valleys. Potential anyway. Look at this. It's gorgeous. Great request. Fab. This is the stuff dreams are made of. Bukowski be losing it right now. Golden Cross probably already happened, right? And yeah, the Golden Cross, Death Cross, and Golden Cross will be happening soon if we catch fall through. When again, it doesn't really matter that much. Just look at it sometimes. Okay, so where is it though? There are other levels. Okay, this is I think you're kind of at one, at or near one, right? Like 217 is a peak from 2021, and summer and December of 2021, and then close enough May of 2022. You can see how it was correlating in late December of this year. Breaking 217 equals $3, and then breaking that is the promised land. So I'll tell you this, this is freaking gorgeous, man. Oh my God. It's like the double rainbow guy. Like that's like my, oh my God, it's so beautiful. Yeah, I mean, because it's like out of the textbook, dude. You get the wombo combo? Somewhat, yeah. It's like you have, look at this one low and there's no negative momentum. On the second low, there's lots of negative momentum. That's like hidden bullish divergence. Wow. Once again, I'm beside myself in a positive way. You give me RTN, then you give me GTI. It's like I'm Vince McMahon meme. He's just like excited. He's really excited. It's like, Mike, give me one more. We're going, laser eye Vince McMahon in the meme, Wow. All right. That was the last request, man. Get wrecked. So I just wanted to look, man. I just need to show you something real quick. I mean, this is like, you get rewarded for sticking around. Shopify, man. Oh my God. Look at this. Dude, talk about classic accumulation like GTII. How about you just look at Shopify? This is the dream. This could be the dream, man. Everyone in here watching this stream, please understand. Look left. Stop taking my word for it. Just keep looking left, man. Like these gray zones Ray is drawing. It's not me, man. It's the levels of inflection, and we have historical evidence to show you that, right? And you just got back above it, and locally, one low, second low, piercing line yesterday. Hidden bullish divergence on the third low, the wombo combo. Unfilled gaps up at like $53, and the target 62.27 off the inverse head and shoulders anyway. I'm just gonna be real with you. It's just, isn't it? Can it be? Could it be this simple? Now, of course, market starts crashing tomorrow. You get stopped out. That sucks, man. But you just can't call when these crashes are going to happen, when things are going to roll over. But dang, man, you got to say that's kind of really nice here. You haven't seen positive momentum on Shopify since February 9th? Yeah, February 9th. It's been over a month. It's Pi Day, dude. Pretty easy to target. I'm just right. Am I crazy? Pretty good stream, dude. Wow. Wow. If it fails, it fails. Ivan Drago, dude. Whatever, you know. But if it succeeds, Rocky Balboa. Outside, you know, no like major concussions, no Tommy Gunn or anything. But, you know, the franchise really kind of collapsed after episode 4, right? Certainly trend analysis, technical indicator, chart pattern. I have no words in a positive way. This is why people are entering. Michael Scott, Wayne Gretzky, wow. I mean, it's worth a shot, even if it fails, like, right? I mean, yeah, Square's good. Yeah, there are others, man. There are others out there, dude. Right? Shoot, another one looks pretty freaking good. Look at AMD here. Kidding me? Like, screw the banks, but tech, man, it's almost it's so similar. It's like, is it the high or low on this one's not symmetrical to the first two, but this, because maybe the level of support from September, October 2020, March 2021, May 2021, July 2022, November 2022, it's now support. And because there's so much demand there, the sellers cannot push the price to give you that symmetrical structure like we're seeing on Shop. It's above the 200-day moving average. Golden Cross? Oh my God. Dude, look at AMD Golden Cross is upon us. Do you see? You've Bulkowski bump breakout, right? Downtrend lasted over a year. You then like back tested that breakout, but at the same time you virtually back tested the ice line, and you're above the moving averages, and you're about to have the golden cross. Like, this thing is so potentially ungodly, right? I mean, those two charts right there are worth just sticking around until the end of the stream, right? Anyway, man, I guess like things kind of, you know, dying off, and so best I can do is say thanks for watching, and I guess we'll just be back tomorrow, and we will reassess. But above 23, any day above 23,835 is a good day. Really, really good day. So I'll just, I'll be back. And thanks so much for likes, love, support, contributions, everything between. Oh yeah, with that thing, that's strange, man. What? Okay. Until next time, respect the T. A. Damn, man, it looks really cool. Super true. I'm gonna leave it like that. This one stream looks amazing.
So elegant about this little game. Nobody knows where the enemy is. It's in every one of their heads. Because they think they are. Try to destroy him. Save them. They'll destroy you. To save him.
See what happens, Larry?
Bruh.
The stars are yours and mine. You don't know.